Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's KBR Sports, the best sports talk show of your 24-hour day. Back from the break. Goodness, I still can't. I still think that he should be able to go into the weed dispensary.
We're going to the next topic.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
We're going back across the country to the 49ers. Colin Kaepernick will now be starting this Sunday against the Ravens.
Well, man, look.
How do you feel about this?
Well, just to provide a little bit, because this is one of those things that actually, no, it's the Bills. Starting against the Bills. Yeah, it's the Bills. And it's one of those things that to provide a little perspective, because this is one of those things I feel like should have happened earlier, a little bit earlier in the season. No, they're 1-4, man. They're really bad.
Hey, that first game though looked amazing.
Thank you. That first game did look amazing. The Rams helped them with that. But it was a shutout. But I mean, all right, man. I don't need the specifics. But pretty much, the 49ers and Colin Kaepernick kind of got to this point after they restructured his deal. Colin Kaepernick initially had a final 4 years remaining on his deal, which would have paid him in excess of $20 million going into 2018 beyond the next 2017 season and 2019 season. But now he's settled. He's restructured where he has a 2-year contract. With a player option for the second year, so he can choose whether or not he wants to stay in San Francisco. And for those who don't remember, Colin Kaepernick was trying to work his way out of San Francisco at the beginning of the season, which is when the 49ers and Denver were in the trade talks and trying to get Colin Kaepernick to Denver, but Denver didn't want to pay the $17 million that Colin Kaepernick was owed for the season. And Colin Kaepernick will still carry his $16.5 million salary going into next year, which will go up to the $17 million cap hit. But after that season, they're not guaranteed him money if he gets hurt or anything like that next season, which was what the stipulations were in his his earlier contract, which is why they didn't want him to play. If he would have got hurt, they would have been guaranteed to pay him all that money he was owed. But now that he has restructured his contract, it's kind of a thing that works out for the 49ers. And Colin Kaepernick, if he wants to get out, he can leave, and if he wants to stay, he can opt into the deal with his player option, and they can't franchise tag him with because of how the new deal's been framed. So if he comes out and he balls and he wants to leave the 49ers, they can't franchise tag him in order to keep him there. So his contract for his salary for 2017 will be $14.5 million. All right, Nigel, give me your thoughts on it. What do you think about this?
That's a great idea for the 49ers and for Colin. But you gotta know what you have in the guy. I mean, you're starting Blaine Gabbert for a year and a half. I mean, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So, you need to see where Colin is at the moment. You need to see if maybe Chip Kelly's magic can work on him. Maybe he comes back. I'm not gonna say he looks Super Bowl Colin Kaepernick. But come back and looks like a serviceable quarterback. And, a bridge quarterback, if they will, until they get their new guy in there. I mean, they're picking high in the draft this year. So maybe they do find a quarterback this year. Maybe, and you know what? If they do, Colin, it was great to have you on the team. Glad we got to the Super Bowl, but
you always are ready to kick guys out, man.
He's wanted to go anyway. So if he plays well, he opts out. He's gone. But if he plays well, maybe there's the chance that him and Chip Kelly get along, and he comes back next year.
So what do you think, Docs, of his protests play into this whole decision? You don't think they play any? Well, what about his decision to possibly stay next year?
I think completely.
Because think about it. San Francisco is a liberal state and everything like that. So he's able to do, in terms of his protests and everything like that. So, say if he went to a place like Dallas. Dallas is widely known as being conservative. Yeah. So his protests wouldn't be able to. It would be a lot more controversial in a place like Dallas.
I don't think it matters. I don't really think that matters to him. They can't stop him from doing it. So no matter where he goes, he's going to protest.
Yeah.
So I don't think really that matters to him at all. I think if anything, he would want more, more attention being brought, not to it, but actually, I don't think he really wants the attention about it. I think he just kind of wants to keep protesting and
find the solutions.
Yeah. I mean, talking about it. But like I said, I think they have to know what they have in Colin and Chip. People always talk about Chip needs a mobile quarterback. Chip, that's how his offense will work so perfectly well. Well, he's going to get a mobile quarterback.
But the thing is, they say that this man Colin Kaepernick has literally lost 15 to 10 pounds of weight since he appeared in the Super Bowl because he's on a new vegan diet, I guess. So he's not physically the same guy he was when he took them to the Super Bowl.
But if that's true, then they have to find ways to keep him protected. I mean, he's gonna take hits, whether he's in the pocket or leaves the pocket. They don't have a great line or anything like that, so he's gonna take hits.
Yeah.
But it's not. They have to play with strength. If his strength is moving out of the pocket, using his legs, then that's what he's gonna have to do. And if that's what people keep saying, Chip Kelly can do great things with him.
Yeah, and chiming on what you were saying, I mean, I do agree with, because I think how much worse can you be? That's the thing, because they're last in time of possession. Their defense is on the field the longest of any team in the NFL because of Chip Kelly's little high-paced offense that he's insisting on running, which actually that's the thing. They're last in yardage per play. So if you're last in yardage per play, and then you're last in time of possession, your defense is going to be gassed because they're going to be on the field literally every possession. It feels like.
I mean, it's terrible offense around. It's terrible offense and defense around.
Like, this is Blaine Gabbert's stats so far in the season. He has a 58% completion percentage.
Okay.
He's thrown 890 yards. He's thrown 5 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Dog, he's bad, man. He's bad.
He's not that good.
He's really bad, bro. I mean, but the only issue is, at this point, is Colin Kaepernick all that much better?
No, probably not. But I mean, once again, you have to see.
Like, Colin Kaepernick. Okay, the last time we saw Colin Kaepernick, 2015. His completion percentage was 59%. Oh my gosh, Colin. 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, similar to Blaine Gabbert. 1,615 yards. Yards per pass attempt was 6.6 yards. In 9 games, 8 games started. Yeah, so it's like,
Still had positive touchdown interception ratio though.
He does, but it's just like,
I mean, he's not good anymore. I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna come out here and think he's gonna throw 30 touchdowns.
But I think it's the same thing that people were thinking with RG3. Think about it. You're still hoping that you will catch some of that spark that was the old guy.
The difference is
that
RG3 is still kind of young.
Colin's young.
He's almost 30, isn't he?
Colin Kaepernick is. Let me see. He is. Of course. He's 28.
He's about to be 29.
But he's in his prime.
Well, first of all, prime is not always 26 to 30. Prime is different for other people. You can get in your prime early. He may have.
He might. No, I'm not doubting that he could have gone his prime. I mean, he has had 3 surgeries over this past summer that he was recovering from, but at the same time, this is technically the time he's supposed to be in his physical prime. But all that weight he lost, I don't know how he can substantiate for them hits that he's going to be taking. In this Chip Kelly offense, you're going to take a lot of hits because Drew Brees does take hits, but it's different because in this Chip Kelly offense, he does take hits. But the problem is, my point is the fact that they're not running as many plays as these guys are. The Chip Kelly offense makes you're going to take more hits because you're running a higher pace offense. And your hits are going to be more frequent, especially if you're on the run more because he wants to run that read option. You're going to be on the run more, so the hits are going to be more. They're waiting for you. So it's one of those things that I think it was about that time to start Colin Kaepernick, but I don't know how much anticipation really can have for it.
Going forward, give me saying he starts the rest of the season. Give me an estimate of what you think his numbers will be.
His numbers?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Give me an estimate.
57% completion percentage.
Okay.
No. You know what? No. I'm not going to do Colin like that. 59%, just like his 2015 year. Okay. He's not going to be worse than Blaine. He cannot be worse than Blaine. In terms of yardage, 2,800 some yards, maybe.
Ooh, that's not high, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean.
All right, go ahead, keep going.
2,000.
Don't be deter you.
I think 2,800 some, maybe some yards, maybe. Okay. If he plays the rest of the whole rest of the season, he's healthy.
Yes.
Maybe about 10 touchdowns. Okay. 10 touchdowns. 12 interceptions.
Okay. So below average quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
I was curious. How you thought.
Well, how do you project him out to be?
Not roughly the same. Like 2,300 yards. Like 9 touchdowns, 10 picks, somewhere around there. Roughly the same place you had him.
So do you think that they improve with him?
What do you improve? Like they win more than one game.
I mean, did they just look better? I mean, they're terrible.
I think they'll look better.
They are literally competing with the Browns right now. Like all the Browns got to do is win one game.
Nobody's competing with the Browns.
Y'all have been in games though. That's the thing. Like they
won a game.
They won a game, but y'all...
They look dominant in
Look,
the game.
y'all are a Terrell Pryor unsportsmanlike conduct and a fumble recovery away from winning a game again. And those are two separate games.
I will say this. The Terrell Pryor game, we still had to get in the end zone. No easy task.
but the way y'all were flowing up the field, I think y'all would have made it there. And then the Redskins game, that fumble recovery played a huge part in
the fumble that they gave the Redskins. Our fumble recovery, that wasn't a fumble recovery.
Yeah, exactly. The one that what's it called? Duke Johnson walked out of the fumble pile with holding in his hand, and then a female official. That's not relevant. The fact she's a female, but
an official.
An official. You're right. I'm sorry about that. But an official walks out of the pile and is holding up the football, and she deems that it was Redskins' ball. And then, you know the NFL, they're talking about transparency and all this. And then they're like, she made the right call. And from the angle she saw it.
The best way to be transparent?
What?
Absolutely lie and be wrong. The absolute best way to be transparent is to take physical evidence, look at it, and still just lie about it.
Yeah.
That's the way to be transparent.
Yeah.
But, no. They won a game. They shut the team out.
I mean...
We can only dream. We can dream of putting up 34 points.
Look, man. Look. For one, that Rams that was over exaggerated because obviously the Rams weren't the team that they appeared to be in that first week.
Over exaggerated.
That score. Look. The 49ers haven't shown a semblance of being that team since then.
I would gladly take an over exaggerated win over no wins.
Would you though?
I absolutely would.
I think if y'all are right there, I mean,
no.
Because think about it, right now, y'all are the number one pick. And they're. I'd rather be at the number one pick than the number two.
I'd rather have a win than not have a win.
Would you?
No.
If it meant, yeah, exactly. If it meant the difference between the number one pick and number two.
Well, yeah, I mean, absolutely. I wouldn't want the team to go defeated the whole year.
No. Dog, if you can get them up.
No, I don't care. I don't care if the 49ers finish with one win. I would absolutely want the Browns to at least get a win. Get at least one. You can't go 0-16. They're not going to go 0-16. Once our savior Josh McCown comes back, they'll get a W.
The savior,
Josh McCown.
Nigel, I'm so sorry that that's your savior,
Son,
bro.
I keep telling you, he's a good quarterback.
Nigel, stop.
Look up his numbers.
Nigel, stop it. Come on, man. Nigel, don't do this. Nigel, bro, come on, man. We pride ourselves on credibility and be able to be our source of news for the people.
He's a good quarterback.
Nigel,
he's not a world beater. He's not going to lead your team to a Super Bowl. He's a good quarterback. That's all he is.
Nigel, please think about this.
Absolutely.
Okay, go into the Cubs while I look up these numbers because we got 2 minutes left.
Okay.
So go.
We got 2 minutes left. I'm gonna go briefly. Cubs are going on to the NLCS. They're waiting on the Dodgers or the Nationals who are playing tomorrow night. I don't know how many people watched the game. It was an exciting game. Down 5-2 going into the ninth. Matt Moore was still in the gym. It looked like the Giants. Honestly, after winning Game 4, I thought the Giants were going to win the series. It was their even year garbage that they constantly just pull some magic, Tebow magic as I call it. They just pull it out somehow, and they win. They come back and win in extra. So last night down 5-2, it looked like they were going to take that game easily. Bochy goes into his bullpen, and their biggest issue they had coming into the playoffs. The biggest question coming into the playoffs was the bullpen. And what happened? The bullpen gave 4 runs in an inning.
That's pretty bad.
4 runs.
That's pretty bad.
Matt Moore gave up 2. Pitched the gym, gave up 2 through 8 innings. They had to get 3 outs, and they go back to Chicago, tied 2-2, with Cueto going Game 6. Madison coming out of the bullpen to shut the game down in the middle of the game, and you know Cueto's going to throw a great game. So it must be a tough loss for the Giants, but congratulations to the Cubs. Hopefully,
the curse will not be still on you. Hopefully,
it's been since haven't been there since 1945.
We shall see.
They have a great team. This seems to be the year.
But y'all, right before we go, what do you want? His stats from last season?
Josh McCown's stats.
Okay, he threw 63.7% completion percentage.
Very good.
2,109 yards in 8 games. Eight games started. 12 touchdowns to 4 interceptions.
12,
Bro,
12,
there's a bigger resume here. Look, the year before he threw 11 touchdowns to 14. The Tampa Bay Bucks.
That's not the Browns. I don't care.
Oh my God, y'all! Look,
this year, what are you doing in the games he played?
I only got 7 seconds left. God, it's been KBR Sports, the best sports talk to your 24-hour day.
Really good.
And have a great night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.